Who's the favorite feud, though? I mean, everyone kind of thinks Shawn Michaels is the top feud. Is that the favorite feud of all time?
It's one of them. I mean, it's right up there, man. I mean, Shawn has to be up there. I go more of storylines. Like the storyline with Shawn was great. I loved wrestling with Ultimo Dragon. I love the storyline with Rey Mysterio, the storyline with Kevin Owens. I love the storyline with Jon Moxley that we did in AEW. I love the storyline we're doing right now with the Inner Circle, which is pretty crazy. That's been going on for 9 months now, and we're still in the thick of it. So to me, it's always about the storytelling that you have, the beginning, the middle, and the end. But the Shawn one definitely is up there, along with all those other ones that I just mentioned to you.
And the kind of the one that got away was the WCW one against Goldberg, aka Greenberg. I mean, that's
that was great too. And Bill just didn't want to do that at the time, and that's been long documented too. But that was me just trying to get some stuff going and trying to be entertaining, even though I wasn't really being given too much. But that story was a lot of fun too. It just never had a payoff. The idea was for Goldberg to beat me, and it never happened. So I think he did beat me a couple years later when he came to WWE. But at the moment in time in WCW had gone by then.
Yep. Now, as far as you and just your career and your legacy, I think when people think about you, GOAT definitely comes up. A lot of people always say, is he the best ever? The longevity to different careers, able to change it up, able to kind of do the Painmaker thing, even go to New Japan and change it up. What's the legacy of Chris Jericho when you think about it? What is your legacy?
GOAT is such a thrown around word right now. And it's funny because I started using that in 2016 when I came back and no one even really knew what it was. I got it from a rap song. I remember Vince was like, why are you calling yourself a GOAT? I'm like, well, it's the greatest of all time. I was like, I wish it was a better name, like a bear, like the bear or the rhino, but the GOAT kind of sounds dopey. But now, of course, everyone uses it. And I don't know, that's not for me to say, oh, I'm the GOAT. But if other people say it, it's much appreciated. Thank you. What I think I am one of the GOATs of is longevity and not diversity. That's not the word I'm looking for, but always kind of keeping relevancy, and also just always evolving. The GOAT of evolving. Like David Bowie might not be the greatest singer of all time, but he is the GOAT of always changing his character and keeping it fresh and evolving into something different but still being David Bowie at the root of it. And I think it's the same for Chris Jericho in that I always do change things. And I just saw something the other day of like 12 different Jerichos on this picture. And it's like, if you wanted to dress as Jericho on Halloween, you have 12 different options at least. And I don't think too many other wrestlers can say that. So if you want to talk about a GOAT, in my opinion, that's one of the things that I've done almost better than anybody else is constantly evolve and change to never be a nostalgia act. I never wanted to be that. I always wanted to have a new album to go out and tour on and not just keep relying, on the stuff that I had done in the past. And I always knew when it was time. I knew it was time to ditch Y2J in 07 when I came back. It just didn't work anymore. I knew it was time to switch things up. When the Pinnacle beat us down, you get rid of the sunglasses and the flashy sequin jackets. And what's next? Okay, we'll be back in black. Let's come back in black. And now it's more of a dark based black type of a look. And it's subtle, but it's something that people can go, oh, okay, this look is different from this look. And this attitude is different from that attitude. And I think it's something that people will pick up on it, but you have to lead them down that path and let them know this is a different guy. This is now a baby face. This is now a heel. This is now somebody who's gone to another company or someone who has gone to a different country. Like there always has to be something a little bit twisted and different about it to keep people's attention and to keep yourself relevant.
Is that an AC/DC thing, the Back in Black? Is that what you were going for there? You want it to be like obviously when they return, Bon Scott passes, Brian Johnson comes, they do the Back in Black. And
yeah, I mean, we actually tried to get Back in Black for our return promo.
Wow.
After we attacked the Pinnacle in our dressing room, and they wouldn't even give us the time of day. I mean, there's been other ones that we wanted Van Halen right after Eddie died. We wanted to use Running with the Devil, and they came back with $500,000. And I was like, well, that's just a polite way of saying no fucking way. AC/DC didn't even come back with that, but yet I see him on an Applebee's commercial using Back in Black. So I guess they're fans of the baby back ribs or something like that. But yeah, I just thought the whole concept of Back in Black that fit. It's a saying that everybody knows. It rolls off the tongue, and it fit kind of the mindset of what we're doing. We're coming back more focused, serious, and darker, and that's kind of how it's been throughout this whole return.